Hi guys, so let's go over some multiple choice portions together. So on real test on Thursday and Friday, you guys will have 20 multiple choices questions and then you will have 1 hour to complete. But during practice test on Wednesday, you guys will have only 10 multiple choice with 30 minutes time limit. So it will be open on Wednesday. But on real test, you guys will have 20 questions with 1 hour. And of course, our live lesson is only 30 minutes. So if you finish within 30 minutes, you can leave. But if you need more time, you will have the entire 1 hour to complete. Okay, so you guys can just spend more time during async time to finish. So let's go over some questions together. First question is vocab. You guys will see 4 vocab questions. So find the better definition of y-intercept. What is y-intercept? If we graph, that's where this straight line touches or crosses the y-axis of the graph, which means your first one is the definition of y-intercept, where a straight line crosses the y-axis of a graph. Okay. Let's go over one more definitions. Definition of transformations. First one is saying changing the shape of image by either turning, flipping, sliding, or resizing. Okay. Second one is saying a special relationship where each input has a single output. By the way, this is definition of function. Okay. Third one, a graph of simple functions, which means this is definition of parent function. And an equation that makes a straight line, which means it's a linear function. So for transformations, the first one is the answers, because transformations means we're changing shape or the size of image or graph. Okay, so please have good note for all those vocabs. 4 of them will be appear on the test. So in module 1, we learn a lot of definitions. So since we are taking test virtually, you guys can use note. It will be open note test. So make sure you have a good definition of those vocabs. Okay, so 4 of them will be appeared. So let's go over question number 5. Question number 5 is, by the way, from 1.1 transformations. You will see 4 questions on transformation topic. So the parent function is x. This is my parent functions. And then I did vertical shrink by factor of 0.25. Whenever you guys have a vertical compressions or a stretch, you just multiply the factor with x. And the second part, translation 3 units up, which means we're adding 3. That's it. So first one is your answer. Okay, let's go over one more transformation questions. Y equal to 5x minus 7. Second one is negative 5x plus 7. So I see all the numbers are same, right? But only difference is the sign. Sign negative became positive, positive became negative. So if you guys remember translation rule, make sure you do have good notes on transformations rules, the table that I gave you. Whenever you reflect something, your function becomes negative number. Doesn't matter if it's x-axis or y-axis in this case, because in choices, when we see it, they didn't really talk about x and y-axis. So the first one, reflection of each other, that will be your answer. That's it. There's no translations. There's reflect, but we didn't move down because the numbers are same. So the first one, reflection of each other, is definitely your answer. So please review transformation tables. You guys can use during the test. And let's go over next topic. This is composite functions. You will see 4 questions on 1.3 composite functions as well. So there are given functions, and then we have to find h composite g of 2. So let's rewrite this as h parentheses g of 2. Again, whenever we have a composite functions, we have to work on inside functions first. So I'm going to find g of 2. So now you see, instead of n, we have 2, number 2, which means we are going to substitute 2 instead of n, we're replacing. 3 times 2 give you 6. 6 plus 2, 8. So this whole thing became 8. So I am going to rewrite my function as h of 8 because my g of 2 was 8. Okay, so let's use some different color. My h of n was n squared minus n, right? Which means h of 8, my input is 8, so instead of writing n, you are going to write down 8. We substitute. Minus, instead of n, we are going to write down 8. So 8 times 8, 64, minus 8, which is 56. So that's the answer. So review composite function as well. And now inverse functions. 1.4 we did last Thursday and Friday. So step 1, you're rewriting f of x as y. And then copy everything down. This is step 1. What was step 2? Switch x and y. This becomes y plus 10. This is step 2. Step 3, you're solving for y, which means we are isolating y. So this cancels. X minus 10 equals to 2/3 and y. Remember, we want to get rid of fractions. What do? We are going to multiply everything by its reciprocal. So 2/3 reciprocal will be 3/2. So this cancel. So on the right hand side, I have a y. Left hand side, I have a 3/2 parenthesis x minus 10. Usually we distribute, right? But in this case, we don't have to distribute because I see our answers right here. So in this case, we don't have to distribute. If you don't see your answer, you have to distribute and simplify your fractions. Okay. Next one, let's go over one more inverse problem. So again, we are going to rewrite f of n as y. And then copy everything down. That's a step 1. Step 2, we are switching y and x, right? But we don't have x in this case. We have n. That's totally fine. So y becomes n. And you copy everything down. And n becomes y all over 3. This is a step 2. Again, we have a fractions. What is bothering us? We have to get rid of this 3. So you're multiplying everything by 3/1. So this cancels, which means you multiply here by 3 as well. 3/1 is same thing as 3. So the left hand side, you have 3n. Right hand side, you have -9 plus y. We're adding 9. So this cancels. You have 3n plus 9 equals to y. What was our step 4? We are replacing y as the inverse notations. So it'll be f -1 n equals to 3n plus 9, which is 4th. Okay, so that's it. And the last problem, this is actually from 1.2 absolute value. You can use decimals for graphing questions, but I will explain. The absolute value looks like this. It's a V shape. And then if we are applying transformation rule, I'll show you without graph. Remember guys, if you're adding 1 outside of function, you are going up. And the inside of function, you are going to the left. So 1 unit up, and then we are moving to the left. So it should be somewhere here, which is this one. if you cannot really apply this transformation rule because we didn't really go over, you can use Desmos. I'll show you. Let's open. Okay, so you're going to type exact same function, y equal to absolute value, x plus 1, close the bar, and then add 1. See, it moved to the left. It's on the left hand side, and then we went up. So this functions was our last graph. So there. So you guys can definitely use Desmos during the test. So that's it. Reminder again, Wednesday practice exam will be open 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. It's all day. 10 questions only, 30-minute time limit. I gave you time limit so you guys can practice. And it's unlimited attempt. So if you guys want, if you want to practice a lot, even though you get high score, just keep doing it. It will take highest score anyway. So just do multiple times so you will see more examples, and then they'll be identical to your unit test. And then also watch exam instructional video that I'll post on Wednesday. Please submit your notebook, past assignments, because I can't reopen it after the test. And free response will be open during your second async time, which means like after lunch. So first period and fourth period will be 10:30 a.m., second and fifth 11:45, third and sixth 12:30 p.m. Okay, so you will have all day to complete. So first, second, and third period, you guys will have entire Thursday to complete your free response, but it's due at 11:59 p.m. And period 4, 5, 6, it's due on Friday 11:59 p.m. Okay, so that's it. Good luck, and then please study hard, and then make sure you practice a lot with the multiple choice exam. It will be open on Wednesday. Thank you.